Hello, this is Ray Kruna, and today we're going to go over how to use the Flash HDMV Blu-ray viewer that I created for websites. I mostly created this for client approvals, but also for quality control, just for your end when you're designing menus, just to make sure everything looks okay and everything looks good. So I'm just going to show you a quick demo of what it does. If you haven't seen this already, you can find this link on my website. And this is just a menu I made, and if you can see that if we click on these things, all the buttons have selection and active states, and ones that can jump to other menus can. And this is our little control thing, and what we have here is if you wanted to, you could load another menu. There isn't a disk 2 here, but if there was, we could click that and it would load it. And then we also have here, you can jump between menus if you don't want to navigate by clicking buttons and stuff. So we go directly to Scene Selection 4 page if we want to. So the way you set this up is pretty easy actually. First thing I want to show you is how to render your background video. So for your settings you want, you're going to do this in After Effects or Compressor or whatever you're going to use. And you can use, if you're using a new Flash, you can use H.264, or if you want to use the older Flash version, you can use just normal Flash video. So in here, you can, for your format, just choose Flash video. And then we want to stretch this and make sure this thing is set to 16 by 9. And you can maybe do 400 if you want, 640, whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. Then go to Format Options, and you just want to select what kind of bit rate you want. Probably want to do 768 is probably good, might be a little high, maybe 512 or so. And hit OK, and you'll hit OK. And just render that out, and you'll have your FLV file that you can use for your background video. Second thing I want to show you is when you create your menu in After Effects, in Photoshop, sorry, there's a couple things you want to make sure of. First of all, your top page, that's going to be your first menu that the Flash player loads. And second of all, for button naming, you can see here my scene selection button I renamed to SS for scene selection, and since that has the same name as this page, SS, when you click that button it will jump to the scene selection page. It's very important if you want the buttons to jump automatically, otherwise they'll have to use the drop down menu that I showed earlier. So just to show how this works, I also changed this button name to main menu, so that will jump back to this page when we click on this box here. I've already exported this menu out. So if you go to my website here, raykruna.com, you can go to download, and you can download the Flash HDMV viewer. It's really small, it's only about 100 kilobytes. And this is just a zip file. You can go ahead and extract it. And you have just these simple files here. Now we're going to FTP this to my website. And I have a new folder here called BluRay 2. Actually, I'll make a new folder called BluRay 3. We'll just upload. We're just going to upload all those files straight into it. Okay. Now what we're going to do is these are the only two files we need to upload here. This is our tutorial file the designer kicked out. You should recognize all these things. So we're actually going to just upload that whole file and this background Flash video. That's what we made out of After Effects. So we're going to upload those two files. This may take a little while because it's not that it's a lot of space, it's just that there's a lot of files in here. If you drill down, you can see there's a lot of folders it has to create, and so even though it's not a lot of space, this whole menu is probably only, let's see, 1.2 megabytes, but it's going to take a minute here to upload. So while that's uploading, I'm going to show you what the file structure you're going to need to use and how to get there. Here it is. I made a little sample here, and I'm going to paste this in. This is what you need to use to get this to work. So my domain is www.raycaruna.com, and we uploaded it into the BluRay 3 folder. Now index.php, that's just our index file, and here it says load menu. It says question mark load menu. If you don't understand PHP at all, what this is basically doing is loading a variable into our PHP page, which is then passing that same variable into the Flash file. So what this is just going to be our menu that it's going to load. So we're going to type in tutorial 4. And then here it says BG vid, that stands for background video, and this is just going to be our video that we want to play in the background. You can actually leave this blank if you want, and it'll just be black with no background video. So now we're just going to wait for this to finish uploading. We're almost there. Okay, so this is done downloading. So we're going to now go to this website we just created here and hit enter. And if all works right, we have our background video loaded up and it's playing now. We see we loaded our main menu and all our animations work. If we click on that, you can see it change color. The way this is set up right now is that the normal state activation plays once and pauses. It doesn't loop, but the activation animate loops. I may set up a couple new variables that will set it up to either loop. You can tell it if you want it to loop or pause on activation and selection states, but for now it doesn't. So if we click on scene selection, it will now jumps us to the scene selection page where you can see all these. And if you want, remember we programmed this, take us back to our main menu. So that's pretty much it. Thanks again. Hope you enjoy this tool and that it comes to a lot of use for you.